Gianna,
Megan.
please tell me what 3-1, 324, 424, 512, and 513 all have in common. The only thing that they all have in common. Ezra. Ezra was in every single one of those episodes, besides, obviously, the girls.
Granted, he's a major character on the show.
Yes, absolutely.
But, in my humble opinion, so is Caleb. And he was not in all of those episodes.
So
is Toby. And he's not in all of those episodes.
But there is another one that was in all of these episodes.
They all are big episodes dealing with Mona. Big episodes.
These are like Mona's biggest episodes. Other than obviously being revealed as A.
Right. In 3-1, it's the, like, yes, at the end of 224, she's in Radley, she's talking to Redcoat. I did everything you asked me to, blah, blah, blah. In 3-1, Hannah goes to visit her in Radley. We see her in Radley. We see her being creepy in Radley.
This is Mona's new character. Like, this is the first time
spying
we've seen
on Hannah and
Mona.
Ren in that episode, having a conversation through the peephole of the door, like through the slit
Yes.
of the door, looking at them. We see her looking over and seeing Allison sitting in a chair.
Mm-hmm. So is she losing it? Is she like... You know what I mean? This was just a big episode for Mona's character because she went from being Mona to Psycho Mona. Do you know what I mean? So this was one of her big transition episodes. Like, granted, at the end of the season 2 finale, you did see her, but I'm saying that this episode actually went more in depth with it. This was one of her bigger episodes. Same thing with The Dangerous Game. This is when supposedly Mona had the game stolen from her. And then Mona's rekindling a friendship kind of with the girls. Mm-hmm. She's on their side. This is a big episode for Mona again. Same thing in season 424. We learned that Mona was the one who helped Allison fake her death. That was a huge shock. Like, no,
really?
Mona? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, really? Mona? And we learned that it was all part of her plan. You know, she was deceiving everyone from that moment. That's when we thought Mona turned crazy Mona because, oh, wait, they still, not that we ever believed it, but Mona supposedly turned crazy because the girls stole Hannah from her, which was a crock of shit because she started the text messages before the girls were even friends again. But we learned that Mona actually was psychotic before the whole even A thing. Like, she was planning this. We learned that she was a nutcase since the beginning. Obviously, 512, taking this one to the grave. This bitch died. Her biggest episode to date, obviously.
And then in 513, we have Mona as the ghost of Christmas in Your Face.
Rising from the ashes.
She's all over the place in that episode.
Yes. So, Ezra, obviously being in all of them, being a creeptastic motherfucker in all of them. And then, these are big episodes for Mona. Like, these are Mona's, like, biggest episodes, aside from her being revealed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's standing out to me more than anything. Like, these are, like, Mona's biggest episodes. Mona. But then we go, we're kind of upset here a little because Ren is only in 3-1. Son of a bitch. But, like I said, that does not mean, like, it could definitely be somebody else because I'm going to go back tomorrow. I'm going to go tomorrow and rewatch these episodes. We don't know if Ren is mentioned in every single one of these. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He could be. It absolutely could be. We don't know if Caleb is mentioned in every single one of these. We don't know if Toby's mentioned in every single one of these. Another thing that we stood out to us, this one, where he supposedly, Toby and Spencer make up, okay? Toby and Spencer make up. And then what's the other one? I thought Toby and Spencer made up.
That was in 324.
No. What were we talking about? Oh, this has nothing to do with this. When we were talking, okay. How weird is it that anybody else, okay, that Toby I'm not talking about it in this one. I'm going to talk about it in our A Suspects video because
Okay.
that's what.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to write that down though so I remember it. Toby.
Oh, good God. Less than 24 hours.
Yes. So we have less than 24 hours. Those are just some things that we put together a little bit. No, like I said, we did not watch the episodes. So if maybe tomorrow, if I watch the episode, I'm going to be like, huh, it's Lucas. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know. Like, because it's supposed to be, like, it's supposed to just be clues inside the episodes. So we're just going based on, we just read the recaps on them. We should have actually went back and watched our recaps.
We will partake in that.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow too. I'll have to do that. I'll rewatch our recaps because we pick
But
up.
we
on
don't
creepy
have
stuff sometimes.
recaps on 3:1 or 3:24. Reason being, we didn't start our channel until 4:1.
Whose fault was that?
Yours.
Not my fault.
Yes.
You were the one who did not want to start a channel to begin with. Okay. So yes. Obviously, what was the one that Toby was not in? Toby, Caleb. No, Toby. A is for answers. But Toby was not in this episode, nor was Lucas or Paige or anything, but I don't remember. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that their name was probably brought up throughout this episode. Because they're rekindling the past. They're talking about everything in the past. I'm going to go on a limb and say that maybe they were in this episode. Just, we're going based on
discussion.
Like, the credits on the, like, International Movie Database.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going based on. The fact if they were in it or not. Okay. When did Caleb go to Ravenswood? I burped, sorry.
413. Grave New World.
413 he went?
Mm-hmm.
413.
Yep.
My God, I felt like forever ago.
I know. Ravenswood did not do well.
No. But everybody's saying, oh, Ravenswood didn't do good. And I don't think they would send their big, like, if he was big A. We don't believe that Caleb was big A.
No.
But we can't use Ravenswood as an excuse either.
He is the only character that would shock the fuck out of me at this point.
Yes.
Other than Emily, which I don't believe at all.
But we can't use Caleb going to Ravenswood as an excuse either. Because, yes, he went to Ravenswood. But, and I know that they didn't count on that show being canceled. However, did they count on Caleb just being in the first season and kickstarting it because, oh, let's take a really good, like, let's take one of the characters from Pretty Little Liars. Oh my God, I just felt the baby kick. Oh,
He's
I never
pissed
felt
off,
that
too.
before. No, seriously. I never felt that before. Like, I felt the baby move, but not kick. It was so weird. It was like, oh, it was just like a little twitch. Like, you know when your arm twitches and it gets like a nerve or something like that?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Too bad Jeremy's not here.
I don't think he'd be able to feel it from the outside.
Well.
Oh, the little baby. Okay. What was I saying? Okay. Anyway.
Caleb. Sorry.
Caleb.
Private shit. that we'll
I'm
discuss after
sorry.
the
I
video.
didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. But that's... Okay. Oh, and it's on camera, too.
I know.
I can't wait to stroke my baby. Okay. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Caleb.
Okay.
Caleb kickstarting Ravenswood.
Kickstarting Ravenswood like my uterus is
When,
kickstarting right now.
When Mark kicked.
We can't count on Ravenswood being an excuse for him because they could have just brought him in to start the season off like, let's bring in a good character from Pretty Little Liars to start this show. Obviously, and especially considering that she did say, Marlene did say, no, Caleb will be back. Caleb and, what did she say? Caleb and Hannah are soulmates. They're one of the greats. So she had faith in their relationship, and I do believe that she thought he would be back. So I don't think he was supposed to be in season 2 of Ravenswood, whether it took off or not. I do think that. So, but like I said, we don't know how season 1 of Ravenswood ended. No. I don't even know that.
Sorry.
So
somebody tell us.
We watched the first episode, and that was it for us because it was not a good show. Miranda pissed me off. But yeah. So I mean, these people, just because they're not in an episode, doesn't mean that they weren't mentioned or there was like a clue alluding to them. Nobody knows. But again, Allison was in all of these episodes too. Not saying that she's obviously she's sitting behind bars right now. I doubt she's pulling the strings, especially because Big A is supposedly working alone. If Big A was not working alone, it would be a horse of a different color. But I'm going to have a little bit of faith in the writers and producers and Marlene's words saying that Big A is working alone. But it's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass. Well, I said Big A is working alone, but I meant in the dreams of the girls. It's going to be something stupid. Really stupid.
I go walking after midnight.
That brings us to our next video.